What is up, everybody? Welcome back, all of my self-isolated quarantiners. It is definitely crazy times going on right now. So we've decided to bring back a series that I will say is dormant, not dead, and that was Okanagan Hot Spots. So it's been almost a year, which is crazy that since we've made one of these videos, but with everything going on and respecting the social distancing and all of the new rules being implemented day in, day out, we decided to do some outdoor fresh air exploring in our own neighborhood, which is the Okanagan. Obviously, we've been doing a lot of international travel in the last year. That's no longer an option at the moment, so we decided to take things back into our own domain and just kind of explore more stuff in the Okanagan. So yesterday we decided to hit up a trail called Naramata Creek Falls. It's about 1 hour-ish from Kelowna, where you would follow Highway 97 all the way down and around to Penticton, and then jumping over to the other side of the lake and backtracking a little bit along that Naramata bench. You'll pass through lots of wineries, beautiful scenery. It's definitely worth the drive alone, even if you're not going out for a hike. Once you get to the sign, it's very easy to miss this sign. It'll say Creek Falls Trail, I believe. Don't quote me on that. There will be a parking lot on the right-hand side where you'll park, and then you will start your hike. It's about 1.8 kilometers from the parking lot to the waterfalls. You hike there and then you come back on the same trail. It's not a loop or anything like that. I would say it's pretty easy difficulty level. We did it yesterday with Theodore in the chest carrier and we had no issues at all. You kind of go up and down a little bit of trails and you cross over the creek a couple times, but overall I would say it's pretty easy. There are a couple spots that I would consider more intermediate or moderate difficulty, but definitely doable. As you start the hike, I think it's really cool to note that there's going to be some nice bridges, there's fresh running water because you're walking up the creek towards the falls, and then to either side of you kind of get yourself into a canyon where there's these huge rocks and cliffs and cool things to be looking at all the time. So it's definitely not a boring hike to the waterfalls. It's very beautiful the entire duration of the hike, which I think makes this hike probably one of my favorites that we've done actually. Now, one thing to note too, we ran into a few other people on the trail, is that if you turn off and go up a different trail, you'll end up at the KVR, which is a whole different trail system altogether. It is important to know that you should stay kind of as low as possible. There's a few points where you have to go up and around some cliffs, but always take the lowest trail you have available to you, and that will keep you on track to getting to the waterfalls and not making any wrong turns or getting lost, basically. Once you arrive at the falls, it kind of opens up into this big, beautiful area. So by all means, I highly recommend taking a few minutes, just hanging out, enjoying it. You know, we're in this weird time right now where everyone is kind of in isolation, quarantine, and you know, I think it's important to just kind of also reflect on what we have available to us with this natural beauty. Take your time there, explore around, climb over some rocks, take it all in, and then get ready to basically backtrack the same trail back to your car. Again, it's not a very long hike. I think it took us about 1 hour round trip, and that's with lots of stops and filming and just relaxing. So definitely not an all-day affair. If you know you're going in the summertime, I still highly recommend wearing proper footwear, bringing lots of water, maybe a couple snacks, things like that. Always be prepared. Better to have more stuff than be stuck in a situation where you need it. But overall, I would definitely rate this hike probably as one of my favorites. I'd say 8 or 9 out of 10. It's very easy, beautiful, scenic throughout the entire duration of the hike. You're not kind of going through some boring phases just to get to something beautiful. So if you guys are looking for things to do to get outside, maybe walk the dog or just enjoy some fresh air, highly recommend hitting up Naramata Creek Falls. But of course, stay tuned to your guys' local news and provincial guidelines and things, because things are changing every single day, so it might become not recommended to go do walks or hikes even. So just always listen to the news and obviously take this whole situation very seriously. But it is also important to keep yourself sane and enjoy what you have around us. So if you guys are going for walks, I would highly recommend this one. And hopefully we're gonna go do some more exploring since we have all the time in the world now. All of my photo shoots and video shoots have kind of been postponed, and the scary thing is we don't really know when they're gonna be. So this keeps me creative, it keeps me filming and editing and kind of just keeping my skills intact. So let me know in the comments below if there's a hike that you guys are interested in or recommend me go check out, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Keep it positive out there, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.